Welcome, Pisces. It is Sachi, and we are going to be doing some shamanic shifting where we take a look at your current energy, take a look at what your goal is, and then we take a look at how to take your current energy and transmute it into your manifestation goal. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And the top 2 videos with the most views do get a bonus reading in February. Another announcement is that my Tarot 101 course is now available in my shop. So if you're interested in learning how to read your own cards, it is available. The link is in the description box below. It is a 2-part course that covers everything you need to know about how to read your own cards. We go over how to choose a deck, how to cleanse a deck, how to bond with your deck, and of course, how to read each of the individual cards of the major and minor arcana. But we also discuss how to view things from a higher perspective and how to understand the tarot deck as a whole so that you can comprehend what exactly the story of tarot means and how to comprehend it in conjunction with your own experiences. So if that interests you, it also comes with an in-class worksheet for you, well, more like work packet for you to fill out during class so that all of the information is organized in a meaningful way, and that way when after class, if you're looking for a piece of information, you know exactly where it is because it is designed very intuitively so that you can find information later. It also comes with some tarot journal prompts for before and after class, and then also a certificate of completion for you to sign once you have completed the course. So again, if that interests you, it is in the link in the description box below. But let's get started, Pisces. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the moon, which is good because the moon card is a Piscean card, as you probably know. Even though the moon rules Cancerian energy, this is a Piscean card. So I like to see the moon when it's for you, Pisces. So we have the moon, Ace of Cups, 9 of Cups in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is telling you with the moon, there were some things that were hidden and things like this, but it feels like you're really getting in touch with your intuitive and emotional body. And part of that is releasing energy. So because the full moon is there, it feels like you're in this state of release. And part of it is releasing the unknown of things that weren't really clarified for you. It's kind of like, if someone did something to you and you're wondering like, why did they do that? Or like wanting closure or something like that, you really have decided to just release the situation instead of trying to wait for more information to come in. And because of that release, and I feel like for the moon for you, I feel a more sort of spiritual aspect to it of understanding cycles and understanding how the release and summon energetic system work together, of needing to release energy before you can call something new in. So as you have gone through this moon energy, kind of a mourning, but it doesn't feel sad. We have the Ace of Cups coming in, a new beginning, a new emotional beginning. This can be an offering of love. It can be any sort of emotional offering, but it feels like an emotional new beginning for you. It's kind of like your emotional body has been cleared out and now you're in this state of newness in some sort of way. And with the 9 of Cups in reverse, part of this energy is letting go of an old wish. 9 of Cups in reverse in this deck specifically points to a wish fulfillment that did not occur. The genie did not fulfill the wish that you made, but things are moving forward. So again, you may have wished for something, it wasn't coming or things weren't clear. So again, you understood that you needed to release this, and now you have this new beginning. And the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward, which, part of the fortunate aspect of the Wheel of Fortune moving forward is that the karmic wheel moves forward. It's not necessarily that we hit the lottery or anything like that, but the cycle is complete and moving forward, and now you're moving on to a different one. So the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. So I would say if you were questioning, if you went in the right direction in regards to the situation, I would say yes, you absolutely went in the right direction. We have Trainer Old PC with fairy type energy in reverse. So as you know, trainer energies indicate somebody else's energy. So we see somebody else coming out in the cleansing, and with Old PC, I feel like this is someone that you used to talk to a long time ago. You may have like an old phone or old computer or tablet or something where you primarily used to communicate with that person. And I would say it's probably a good idea to sort of get rid of that electronic device. But anyway, this person definitely, it's like old energy. And again, maybe you only communicated online, or that's sort of how it dwindled in some sort of way. And with fairy type, so fairy type represents soul contracts, right? You do this, I do that. So it represents, you know, we have so many different types of soulmates. So it's telling me that this person is a very old soul contract, and it may have evolved your sense of the use of technology, what you use it for, or things like that. But again, it's giving me more energy of this soul contract really is a thing of the past. It's like old, it's outdated. It doesn't really like function in today's world for you, if that makes sense. Like the new you is sort of, right, like you as a program user, will say, is now so evolved that using something that has this old program on it just doesn't fit who you are now. So even if you were to sort of reconnect with this person, which I don't recommend with what I'm feeling already, it's like they're so outdated. They are part of a very old program, an old soul contract that you are getting rid of, or that you already have, it seems like. So that's good. But again, you know, sometimes it's not easy when we have wish fulfillments that don't come true. Sometimes we can maybe catch ourselves still wishing for it, or wondering like, why, if I'm so powerful at manifesting or whatever it is, why didn't my manifestation come true? And again, that's part of the moon card of really releasing this aspect of not knowing why, or, you know, anything unseen. So as I mentioned, what we're going to do is take a look into your current energy, take a look at what your goal is, and then take a look at how to transmute your current energy into your goal, or transform that energy, we will say. All right, so let's see, Pisces, what's going on in your current energy. Well, I just got very thirsty, and we did see that Ace of Cups, so I hope that you are staying hydrated. Whew, we have the Devil. Some of you may be drinking too much or engaging in substances too often. But we do see a toxic attachment with the Devil, right? The Devil is, it's an inversion of energy, right? So it's when we believe that we don't have free will in the matter. So as you see, it's like he's like a pig guy and feels like he doesn't have free will. He doesn't have control over what he is consuming. She is a fish. She doesn't have control over the substances she's consuming. And the Devil makes them think that they're both shackled together in some sort of way when they are not. You know, it's like thinking that you have to be with someone in this lifetime, or thinking that you have to do this, right? Something that is superseding your free will, that is not divine will. And the Devil, it takes something that we love and makes it evil. And that's how you know the Devil is at work. Because again, you know, eating food is not inherently bad for you. But when you start over consuming and you believe that you don't have control over your consumption, that's when it becomes evil. Same with, you know, engaging in substances. You know, altering your state of consciousness is not inherently bad, but when you feel like you have no control over it, that's when you know that it's evil, because there's some sort of demonic influence there. And the same can be said for relationships, right? Maybe we love someone so much that we become obsessed, or we want to attach instead of connect to them. That's how you know the Devil is at work. Whew, with the Star. Okay, so basically you think that you're in alignment, but what you're in alignment with is a Devil contract. So there definitely is some very misleading type energy. So, you know, that's not to say that again, it's not that you're out of alignment, right? You're very in tune with the stars and the heavens and things like that, but the Devil is still there. So there is a toxic attachment to being aligned, perhaps, or always feeling like you need to, like some of you can be overly attached to astrology even. There really is a toxic attachment to spiritual connection here. Let's look deeper into this. I've never felt this energy before. Let's see, what's the light? It's the light energy. So we have steel type energy in reverse, which is telling me that you do not have spiritual boundaries. So you can be very in tune and connected. The Star is all about getting into alignment with you know, higher beings or, you know, celestial energy, other dimensions. But those can also be gateways to demonic dimensions as well, which again can sort of trigger these soul contracts even in our 3D life of, you know, addiction and, you know, bad relationships and things like that. And again, it's because there are no spiritual boundaries here. So you're basically just an open walking portal to even these lower attachments and entities. Because steel type is all about creating that force field around your aura. We have Shroomish using Worry Seed and Sableye using Furative Drop. So some of you, you know, mushroom spirits here, so some of you may be working with psychedelics a little bit too harshly, sort of not, again, sort of making yourself vulnerable to these lower things of like, oh, I have to take this, you know, medicine basically. Again, no control, but the worry seed is the worry that's in the heart. So it seems like your heart chakra is carrying some sort of worry, perhaps that, you know, maybe you're not loved or something like that, and that's causing you to overly attach and not have these type of boundaries. It says, I wonder if I would look a little cuter with a beautiful flower. So there can also be some worry about your image and beauty standards and things like that, about sort of what to make something look more aligned or more beautiful in some sort of way. And with Sableye using Furative Drop, this is saying that something is going to drop in the future. And this is a dark type that is coming out in the light. So it seems like you are aware of this type of darkness, you know, that's in the light. So it's shadow work that you may be actively working on or aware of. So it's like, you know about the toxic attachments, you know the devil is in your midst, and you know that something is going to drop in the future as well. Sableye says it dwells in the darkness of caves. It uses its sharp claws to dig up gems to nourish itself. So, you know, talking about living in the darkness of caves, again, that can be a very sort of dark time. It can be hermit mode as well. So hermit mode is, you know, kind of withdrawing energy, but I'm getting more of, you know, kind of learning the darkness, learning about these certain things, like finding gems to nourish itself gives me energy of like, you know, kind of, again, like overconsumption. Let's use alcohol as an example, right? Even though mushroom spirit's here, but let's use mushroom spirit, okay? So let's say you're consuming mushroom spirit and then, you know, you're doing it to learn some sort of gem, right? Hermit mode is also a very studious time where you're looking inward and finding information. So you're like, oh, I need to, you know, go inside and look and find these little, you know, pieces of information. But the thing is that, again, there's an overconsumption here. And again, it's like, oh, if I continue to do this, and again, it doesn't necessarily have to be substances, even though mushroom spirit is here. And so is, you know, alcohol perhaps. But, you know, it's kind of anything, right? The worry is like, oh, what if I'm not spiritual enough? Or what if I'm not aligned enough? So it's kind of like constantly engaging in this over-attachment to go into the darkness and find gems to nourish sort of your soul. But the thing is, again, it's really going into these lower dimensional aspects rather than the higher dimensional aspects. Let's see, what's the shadow here? We have Rat-a-tat, Dangerous Suspicion in reverse. So it's kind of like, you know, you don't feel like it's dangerous because you're kind of like, this is kind of how I feel like. It's like, well, if I know what's going on, then it's not dangerous because I'm doing the thing with full cognizance, rather than like, you know, I kind of have a dangerous suspicion that something's going on, and that may make you pull back. But again, it's like, there's no suspicion of this danger. You are well aware of the energy around you. And as you can see, Rat-a-tat is like running, and there's a portal coming after the Rat-a-tat. So there can be some portal energy definitely going on here. Obviously, we just had the winter solstice and things like that, and we do have the 111 portal coming up. So, you know, but again, it feels like you're sort of just opening portals to other dimensions, and that's what I'm feeling about the star. And again, it's like you're okay with that because you're aware of what you are doing, that you're not, you don't feel in danger or anything like that. Rat-a-tat is rat spirit. Rat spirit represents, you know, moving very swiftly. Again, kind of like Sableye, like quickly sort of grabbing something and then bringing it back to their nest. And but I also, rat spirit also represents like illness and sickness and things like that. So you really want to be careful of your health at this time. That's not medical advice. All right. It says, its fangs are long and very sharp. They grow continuously, so it gnaws on hard things to whittle them down. So when teeth are constantly growing, it can be a sign of like lying is what I'm feeling. So there can be, again, deceptive energy, lying energy. That's what the devil does as well, right? The devil is all about trickster energy. It's the trickster. It makes us lead to false realities, right? It's like, it'll make you think that you have to do this, but really you don't, right? It's very tricky soul contracts. So, it's talking about constantly needing to whittle fangs. So that kind of gives me this energy of, again, constant consumption. It's like its teeth is constantly growing, so it has to constantly be eating something or its teeth are going to get bigger and bigger. So again, it kind of feels like, an overconsumption of whatever it is because you want to see the truth and you're afraid that life is a lie without doing whatever it is that you are engaging in. Whew. All right, let's see what your goal is here, Pisces. What's your goal? I heard, like, I want to know everything. Ace of Wands. It's like you want to know everything, but you don't want to do anything. Empress coming out stuck. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah. With the Seven of Cups. So, again, I did feel astrology coming out, and the Seven of Cups in this deck is my card of emotional fulfillment through astrology. So you may be hacking your code and really understanding how to use astrological transits to your advantage. And the Empress is getting into this vibration of luxury, leisure. The Empress is a very fertile type energy, and she rules over her terrain, right? But her duty, right? The Emperor kind of does the harsh stuff when it comes to ruling. The Empress is more about looking beautiful, relaxing, resting, enjoying her life, and, creating heirs for the Emperor. So it's kind of like living this ultra feminine energy, but still enjoying the masculine luxuries of the material realm. So it's kind of like you want all the things in the physical, and you want to be in some sort of kind of like a hierarchical rank is what I want to say. You want to be in a position of authority. And again, this could have to do with, some sort of like astrological impact. Maybe some of you want to become a famous astrologer or something like that. Some of you may have some regal energy in your chart. I'm feeling like Taurus and Leo energy, specifically the nakshatra of Magha of Leo. So let's just see what else here. What's the light energy here? And, I was feeling this energy, again, it's like you're trying to learn all this information about the universe and da-da-da-da-da so that you can rule in some sort of way. And maybe even have the astrological backbone to sort of back up your claim to the throne is what I'm hearing, okay? We have Datrix using Sharp Blade Quill and Makuhita using Strength. So yeah, Strength is the Leo energy, is the Leo card in tarot. So I'm definitely getting that Leo energy here too, which comes over time, right? Strength is something that is built over time. And I definitely feel some ego energy there as well. But with Sharp Blade Quill, this is, bird spirit, owl spirit, right? Again, you're trying to obtain this wisdom, and you may want to write about it and in a very sharp sort of way, something that really catches people's attention and just very like sharp wit is what I'm hearing. It says, a bit of a dandy, it spends its free time preening its wings. Its preoccupation with any dirt on its plumage can leave it unable to battle. So again, like I was saying, the Emperor does the battling, right? He basically does the dirty work. The Empress, plumage, free time preening its wings. So again, it's like, trying to look beautiful and spending time on physical appearance and things like that. And again, it's like you're worried about the way that things look. Oh, if I had a flower in my hair, maybe I'd look more beautiful. Or you want to change something about your physical appearance. And here again, it's because you want to be the empress, the most beautiful in the land, and really spend your time on that, right? And its preoccupation on any dirt, on its plumage, can leave it unable to battle. So again, it's like sort of preoccupying yourself with the way that things look rather than perhaps what they are. But again, I feel like surface value is a very important thing. So for some of you, you may be getting into true sidereal here, using the actual sky. And again, with Makuhita using strength, this is fighting energy. So it's like you want to become stronger and stronger. And the way that you fight is by becoming more beautiful and powerful. It says it was originally brought from another region, but now Makuhita from Alola are more famous. Yeah, again, there is fame energy here. There is rulership energy here that you are really desiring. Let's see, what's the shadow? Some of you may also want to move, is what I'm getting. Alola is like a Hawaiian energy, but I don't specifically feel Hawaii necessarily. I just feel movement energy. We have Nidoran male, Horn Hazard. So Nidoran male, obviously in the shadow, there is this masculine energy. Horn Hazard, I always take as sort of a hazardous energy of who may be horny. So I feel like a very sort of, very careful about what sort of masculine energy you allow in, because again, the Empress is very fertile, right? She is very fertile. She creates anything, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be heirs for the Emperor, but she creates businesses and, you know, parties and beauty and, you know, whatever she wants, she can make because she has the physical resources to do so. The Empress is basically like all four queens in one, right? She's mastered each of the elements. And so, yeah, with the Horn Hazard, it feels like, again, you are being very skeptical of the type of masculine energy that you allow around you. And let's see, it says, stiffens its ears to sense danger. The larger, more powerful of its horns secrete venom. So, yeah, again, there is this aspect of protection, right? Of understanding if there is some sort of, you know, venom, which is like poison. So I feel like you want to be very mindful of, and again, when you're at sort of the top, you can be very selective about who can sort of reach you. So I feel like there is still this energy of sort of staying away from the danger and being careful of the poison. But again, it's like right now you're like, I'll do anything to get the information or whatever that is necessary. And when I get to this point, then I'll be careful of what is dangerous and what could potentially harm me and poison me. Anyway, very interesting energy here. Let's see, like I said, in the extended, what we're going to do is take a look at how to take your current energy and transmute it to your goal. We definitely want to get you out of the devil energy. The link to the extended is in the description box below. I am currently offering a 30-day free trial so that you can see if you find value in becoming a member. You also have access to my musings page, which gives up-to-date astrological transits on what is going on according to True Sidereal and Sky Astrology. So let's see, Pisces, what is Mother Moon wanting to say to you? There's two. We have you and your loved ones are safe in reverse, New Moon in Cancer. Yeah, you know, I would not fear. Fear is a vibration that you want to avoid. You already have worry and fear in your heart, so you want to get rid of that. But the thing is that you and your loved ones, you know, are not safe if there is devil connections around you, right? If the devil's around you at all, that means that something is unsafe. And usually a sense of fear and unsafety creates a toxic attachment. So it's kind of a self-perpetuating energy system there. And show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So full moon in Aquarius happens in Leo season. So again, I'm really feeling that some of you have a lot of Leo placements or are, you know, basically trying to hack Leo in your chart, which is, again, I'm feeling Magha energy specifically, which is a position of authority, royalty, and things like that. So with full moon in Aquarius, with Show the World the Real You. It is time to show the world who you really are, right? Not worry, oh, do I need to look cuter? Do I need this? No, show the world the real you. You don't have to wait to get to this point to be worried about poisons, right? If you're poisoning yourself now, there's no way that you can get to this. So again, we are going to look at how to transmute this energy and get rid of the devil to reach your goal here. We will do one more. Let's do an animal totem to bring us into the extended. We have deer. Trust in the support of the universe. Archangels Michael and Faith. So trusting in the support of the universe. Again, you have to trust that you are divinely supported in order to achieve your goals, because maybe you think you aren't supported until you look like XYZ or something like that. Deer are very kind of similar to rat spirit and even Sableye energy. They are very perceptive, right? They notice the smallest of sounds and are very reactive. So there is this energy of noticing subtle changes and reacting to them quickly. And it's not necessarily in a fear-based system, right? But I'm also getting like it feels like your current energy, right? Your crown chakra has horns rather than a halo. I mean, there's no real easy way to say it. And again, it's because you've been attached to sort of these lower vibrational entities. But deer, they shed their antlers every winter. And I feel like that's what's happening to you, is understanding you can shed those horns and start working on your halo so that you are truly, truly aligned and you can get to where you want to go. And so I'm feeling that during this winter season, you are losing these antlers, right? Which are basically, and you know, I almost mentioned that in the cleansing ceremony as well. Fairy type is the crown chakra, and your crown chakra in reverse can be inverted crown chakra energy of, you know, not really getting, information from external sources that is good for you. And so it's basically, you know, shedding your crown chakra to get a new crown. And I highly recommend working on a halo this time around. All right. Okay, Pisces, we are going to head into the extended. If you would like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below, and I hope to see you there.